All right, we're in. Hello and welcome. The camera's not over there. Camera's over here. Hello and welcome, friends. I am currently in my lake house in North Carolina in undisclosed location. Very excited to be here. I've got my mobile set up, so we might hit a few hiccups, but hopefully everything's running smoothly. Thank you for coming in. I am Sir Feffers, Bandit. Thank you for the follow. I see you. Last we left off, we're playing Terraform. Sorry. And you can find these episodes up on the YouTube. Jake and Feffers, as well as a phenomenal Discord where all of us hang out and share kind of inappropriate memes. I'm Sir Feffers. I'll be the DM for the night. Last we left off, the party returned to Dragon's End, where they are known as the Heroes. They have statues in most cases, made after themselves. And they found the city in a state of lockdown. There have been 50 disappearances in just under a week, which is enough to make a city of, 2,000, 3,000 plus people to, freak out. And in response, the city has gone into martial law. A couple days after said martial law came into effect, one Malachi Tark, a nobleman of the Endeavor of House Tark, showed up and is causing all sorts of problems for our very own Thranduin. For Thranduin, the Drow paladin warlock is an ex-slave and fled to this island to escape his bonds. And he used to belong to House Tark. After a confrontation, the chancellor of the council kind of stepped up and kind of diffused the situation. Lord Malachi is currently in prison, though he probably won't be there for long. Thranduin, take it away.
I'm ready for sure. I'm Critfail Jake. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram. Playing Thranduin, as Jeff said, the half-elf drow paladin warlock. And he was not happy to see his former slaver in Dragon's End, and probably did the not smart thing and made his presence known. But he also had him, go to jail. So it was, sweet victory.
Some ups and downs, some wins, some losses. You gotta take them.
And was able to, set the record straight with the chancellor of the details of the situation. Mainly establishing that while slavery is legal in the Endeavor, Thranduin was never legally obtained. So therefore is not technically Malachi's property to begin with. So.
Right. And the Council of Dragon End has worked to ensure that slavery not be a factor in this new budding city.
He's gonna try and figure out what these disappearances are and who's behind that. But he's just waiting for Malachi to make the next move because he knows he will. So I will pass it on to Taylor.
Hi everyone, I'm Taylor Ann Tracy. You can find me everywhere as Taylor Ann Tracy. I make TikToks. I have a show on YouTube called Becoming Famous that episodes come out every Friday. You should go check it out. I believe the Binkin's links are in the chat. I play Terraform, the Satyr Druid. She's definitely kind of upset because she did just see Malachi just like Darth Vader, like my friend by the throat. So that she's a little upset about. She's mostly curious about all of this Nutmeg and Jalel business and about how these people are like, they look like one person, but they're a ton of different people. Like it trades off pretty often. So she's really focused on getting down to how they do that, why they do that, how to make it so that they stop doing that. And then she also really wants to get a tattoo. So that's what's on her brain today. I'll pass it off to Dorky.
Guys, I'm that dorky cosplayer, and I play Brady, the half-elf bard. And yeah, following what Taylor was saying about the one man, many people kind of thing going on, actually, thanks to Tara, Brady kind of realized, like, oh shoot, that's probably why Jalel is still alive technically, because he was not one person. It was a shared face amongst many people. So that was a very interesting development. And yeah, very, very angry about Malachi's presence. Just all that whole situation just made her want to rage. She's not a barbarian, but she really wanted to rage. And I'm so curious to see how this is gonna go. I was a little, Brady was a little disappointed in Somber too, kind of his like, well, he technically isn't, having slaves here. And it's like, okay, well fine.
Yeah, it was a matter of the Chancellor has no jurisdiction over what the Tark family does back in the Endeavor, but also it's an incredibly powerful lord, and he wants to make sure everything stays. The city is more important to him than the party's well-being.
Still angry.
Yeah, understandably.
Totally get it though, but still mad. And yeah, with that, let's pass it off to George.
Hello, I'm GoodGriefGeorge. Nice to see you all again. I'm glad you're here this week. I play Fizbin Ramsey, and yes, I am your beloved neighborhood dragonborn Path of the Tempest cleric of the Stormfather. Hail, hydrate, drink your water. And he is so unnerved right now because he just walked into a city that was supposed to be sort of like he's with the heroes of Dragon's End, and he's been around, but there's been some changes with the martial law. And while he's okay with martial law, he's not okay with the fact that the Way of the Path has the other church that's in the city that the Endeavor created. Is sort of kind of taking charge with, they're sort of meshed with things. And so he's all the nervous walking into a city that is being run by what he believes to be a fake church. And also he does not know, his primary goal anyway, he does not know where his ally is. I believe that was Tessa. Mm-hmm. Yes?
Yep.
So that is on his mind, is to talk with Tommy and figure out where Tessa is and why it is the Church of the Stormfather has not had a bigger following from his disappearance to now.
All right. So, the party is currently finishing up their conversations with the Chancellor. You've just been dismissed, and the party is walking out of his office as Fizbin kind of looms over little Tommy, and who does not seem alarmed at all. Tommy seems eager, but he's also kind of looking around a bit because he wants to make sure he doesn't get caught outside during martial law. The whole city is in lockdown. Another point of interest is that Lord Tariff, Keeper of the Path, and kind of the monarch of the Path, did manage through Nutmeg to ensure that they will still have their church gathering at some point. So what does the party do as they kind of congregate together? Bye, Wyman. This is Wyman. He's great. As they kind of congregate together in this room. There are a few servants kind of moving about, so there are prying ears nearby.
So, question for DM. Did we finish the conversation? We finished the conversation about the held breath with Somber, right?
Yes, and you managed to break the curse over him that was keeping him from being able to retain information about it. And he has given the party full sway in being able to move about the city regardless of martial law. After the party expressed that they would try to deal with whatever these 50 missing people problem. That was grammatically terrible, and I apologize. Once they handle the problem.
We've been deputized.
Essentially, there is currently paperwork being done. If you guys stick around for a little bit, within the Wyman don't bother Feffers. If you guys stick around for a little bit, you will have your sigils.
Sigils?
Little
Cool.
Tommy's kind of bouncing on the balls of his feet, kind of looking about. Very excited that Fizbin is back.
Tommy, are the stores still open in martial law, or is like everything closed down type of thing?
Unfortunately,
I don't understand this law stuff.
Everything is. Oh, thank you. Oh, my parents are. Oh, this looks amazing. Sorry. Yeah. So all of the stores are currently closed down. I imagine it's gonna be a bit hard on the an economy. Economy. Money.
What's that?
Money's not flowing, and so after about a week, people are starting to get a little nervous about their businesses. No one's allowed to move about except the guards.
Tommy, I'm very proud of you. You've been staying educated while I've been gone.
Tessa's been teaching me things. She says I don't know words good.
Well, you're doing much better than when I was here before. Speaking
Thanks,
of
boss.
Tessa, however, I believe you had something to say about her.
Yes. And he kind of like tries to scoot forward, but that just makes the height difference so much worse. And he's like, and even though you're already kind of this hunched dude, you have to kind of almost squat down to get closer.
Like
And
on
he
a
goes-
knee, basically.
Yeah, kind of leans in. Tess has been having secret gatherings. Thank you. Tess has been having secret gatherings on the boat, and through the E1T and the belows, we've been swimming to the boat, not through the harbor because we'd be seen. But the church is growing, and she wants to let you know that it's going well. And yeah.
So the Church of the Stormfather has become an underground cult now.
He kind of goes, well, we're not allowed to gather because of martial law. We did have a place, but
But the other church is allowed to worship.
I don't think Tessa has that kind of sway with the council.
Oh, but someone does.
And we're so glad you're back.
There.
Well, thank you for telling me. And while I'm a little upset that there was no, for lack of a better word, fight over the place that we stay, I am glad that you have kept all of our followers safe.
She told me to cook up an emblem for us to use for passage
Ooh,
down in
that's
the
very
belows.
Smart. Excellent. Where is she now? Are we able to maybe talk to her?
Yeah, she's on the boat.
Oh, excellent. Thank you for letting me know.
Anything, boss. What do I do now?
It seems like we have the authority to wander around, and I don't want you to get hurt or be brought in for illegally walking around at night. So
I've been
perhaps you should stay.
sneaking.
And I will love to know where you sneak about to get around things.
I can get you. So he's an urchin, and he has the urchin backstory, and as such, he has stealth proficiencies, and because he's so familiar with the city at this point, he can cut travel time throughout the city by taking backways and alleyways, and guide the party through secret ways.
Ooh.
Yes, but for now, so that you can help us, maybe just stay here with us for right now. Stay with me for right now. I might need you in a little bit.
Okay. A scribe, elf, also drow, actually, kind of steps out. Are you the heroes of Dragon's End?
They are.
He looks over.
Yes.
Yes.
He doesn't seem at all like, oh, hey, look, another drow. He's just kind of, and starts, sign here. And he hands over, like, some paperwork.
Carefully reads all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It deputizes you, and basically puts you, so the sheriff of the town, the council member of the guard, he still has kind of the final say in arrests and stuff like that, but it does allow you guys to make legal arrests. It allows you to move throughout the city. It does not specifically condone or say that it's legal for you guys to just straight murder people. There is also a clause that says the council can join and take back the deputizing abilities. That's kind of it.
No shady fine print.
Make a investigation.
Assisted or?
Sure. You both kind of
Our
pour
own?
over it.
Boop. To whoever wants it.
Well, yeah, he can have it, I guess.
She's like, I don't know what's
Was it-
going on. Boop.
Guidance.
You can do it.
You got it, bud.
You look like you're doing a lot of thinking.
Do you want us to do our own, or? is it
You
a-
assisted him,
right?
so he gets advantage.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
There's some messy food, and I'm about it.
That is a 19.
Okay, you don't really see anything. You don't see anything shady or incriminating about it. This was drawn up by the chancellor himself, and it seems relatively standard. Like this seems like it's just been copied over.
Okay. Then I will sign.
Okay. Everybody else signing?
My signature is a dandelion,
Okay.
because I don't know how to sign a name.
Fizbin, you signing?
I'll look at the creature in front of me.
The drow. Just
Do
kind
you
of.
know who I am? Do you think I need to sign something? I go where I please.
She seems unaffected. This is some pencil pusher.
Right.
And just kind of blinks
This
once.
is an elf I'm looking at right now. So you think I'm gonna be? I'll do a diplomacy check to or persuasion
Okay,
to
yeah.
to be like, I don't need to sign this.
Okay.
To go along with what I just said, and that is not the best. That is I'm pretty sure I got a +1 persuasion. Yes, so an 8.
Okay.
Nice.
She kind of looks at you and goes,
persuasion.
"It's not my call to make."
Then let them know I didn't sign.
All right. Brittany, are you signing?
Yeah.
Okay. So the two of them sign. The moment is had with Fizbin, and then Tara kind of puts a dandelion on it, and
I draw a dandelion.
oh, you draw a dandelion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
She
was like,
kinda-
we're drawing pictures, and they're all squiggly lines, and I draw just like a straight line, a circle, and then like lines around it, and then dots at the end of all the lines.
Okay. She kind of
Oh, that's
spins
so
it around, and looks
pretty.
at it, and goes,
That's my.
and just kind of rolls her eyes and walks away.
Actually, excuse me, ma'am.
You hear her go. Yes.
Sorry, I know you're busy. I was just curious, have you by chance seen I'm trying to find, I believe it was a full elf named Willow?
Context?
She has, I'm just curious if she's seen Willow. She has a muzzle that she
Oh.
chooses to keep on.
She took
Oh,
the
yeah.
soonest and quickest boat back home.
Oh,
Okay, thank you.
she was like, I'm out.
I was just curious because we hadn't heard about her in a bit, so.
It's true. She was just a quick interaction, and then
Yeah.
she's like,
That's just what I
"Bye."
heard, by the way. And she walks off.
Tell the council I'm offended.
Have a great day.
Bye.
I'm offended. Bye.
Fizbin, have you, George? Have you considered what this means? Like,
I'm just rolling with the role play. I
Alright,
have no
I'm
I have
into
no
it.
idea what the consequences are going to be.
okay. All
Certainly
right.
not
Bradee's gonna
not gonna bite us in the
whisper.
butt. For
No,
sure.
I'm sure it won't at all.
Definitely not.
Brade's
Fine.
gonna whisper to Thranduin, "Hey, doesn't this mean we now have more authority than Fizbin?"
Oh.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
pretend. You can pretend to believe that. I'm sorry. Are you whispering? Can you beat?
Yeah,
my,
I was
Yeah,
whispering, like
my
leaned
passive
over.
Perception.
This is passive perception of like what?
My stealth is
50.
higher. No.
There is no passive stealth. You're gonna have to roll.
Wait, do you want to? Do
Sure.
I roll?
Yeah,
Does
go
he
ahead.
We're
roll?
gonna whisper so that I don't hear it.
Am I rolling for stealth?
Yep.
28.
I don't hear a
Her
thing.
face. She was like, 28. Actually. All right.
All right then.
That was one of my great rolls that I probably just wasted whispering.
No, it wasn't wasted.
It was not a waste.
All right. So what's the party up to?
All right, guys. Our to-dos. Tattoos.
Woo!
So we should go probably check on Ski Up. I know
Perhaps
that's Tara and
tomorrow? I'm sure I heard all the stores
How
were
late is
closed.
it?
Yeah,
But
what
this
time
is
is
Ski
it?
Up.
I don't think Skiop is doing a store.
It's
Yeah.
Still at night, isn't it?
yeah. I'm gonna say
is
the
it?
sun has just begun setting.
That means it's the perfect time to get
It's
tattooed.
the perfect time. The night is still young.
Who gets tattoos in the daytime?
Nobody. You
Let's
have to
all
wait
get
till night.
wasted and get matching tattoos.
I got the flurpin'
The fluffy wine? I love
The
that.
Felurian wine.
That's what we
flurpin',
The
say.
flurpin'.
And I will eat the floof.
No.
No!
Hey, I'm getting better. I need to say I'm not calling it dinner anymore.
Let's tattoo the flump.
Yes.
Give it resistance
Can we make
to
it?
something.
Can we make it a blink flump that's just able to?
I'll pull up the list when we get to Ski Up of the different
I
things
think
that
we
the
need to do
party
that.
has
Keep that.
available.
Put a pin in that. We can't forget that.
Absolutely. You can talk
So-
with animals and be like, "Do you want the tattoo?"
No.
All the animals start
Aw,
lining up
no
at
fun.
Ski Ups.
Sounds horrible. Why?
The floof has died of 1d4 tattoo damage.
Didn't we acquire another animal? Is it a bird?
Unicorn.
Oh, that's
that's
right. I have a Pegasus.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
But then
which-
didn't we take the bird from Theros's place?
Oh yeah, the little cardinal
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's in my little. It's
chilling
in,
behind your
Okay.
leaf.
under my leaf.
Who by now
yeah.
the speak with animals is worn off and is just kind of
Yeah.
mindlessly.
Was it a boy or a girl cardinal? Color wise, was it colorful or not colorful?
It was a deep red, so I think that
Then
means
it's a boy.
Male. Okay.
He's sleeping.
Aw.
So shall we?
Lights are out. The bird
Fizbin,
goes-
did you want to go anywhere, or do you want to join us for going to see Ski Up and the Queen, whose name I forgot?
Ski Off store still going to be open.
It's not a store. It's him.
I thought he was selling tattoos or something of the other.
No, he went.
Oh.
He went
Did
back
wanna make a
to.
store.
He went off to Dragon's End ultimately to help prepare and build the wall that is now around Dragon's End.
I know as a player.
Oh,
Fizbin
my apologies.
Fizbin has a 9 intelligence, guys. Like, this is gonna be. I'm just trying to roll with this.
Oh,
Gotcha. Gotcha. But
No,
make a house call. I think it will be fine. I don't think he'll
All right,
mind.
as long as it's on the way to the boat.
Tommy, do you know where Skiop is?
Hi.
You just need to look up. We're...
Yeah, he tries to like deepen his voice. Yeah, I know where. There's a cave over by the harbor along the beach.
Tommy, what's wrong with your voice?
Nothing's wrong with my voice.
I'll link arms with Tommy and I'll go lead the way, and then I'll at will cast
Puffs up his chest a bit.
pass without trace.
Okay.
So that everyone that's around us were even more stealthy at night.
He starts marching and leading the way. The party steps into the cool
Weird.
city. The Pegasus is asleep on the roof. What was that, Taylor?
Oh, nothing. I'm just singing the annoying TikTok song.
Which one?
Weird.
Oh, that's gonna be stuck in my head. The Pegasus is up on the roof of the town hall, just sleeping
Is that thing just permanent now?
until he dismisses it. I'm pretty sure, or
That's
dies.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Greater
And if he
Steve.
dies, I can just be like, "Hey, come back." He's like, "Oh, I'm fine. What's up?"
Yeah, what's up? How's it going?
I can't remember. Does the Pegasus speak or just understand?
I believe he understands, and we talk mentally.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Once you guys kind of step out and your feet hit the cobblestones, it kind of brushes up and looks down at the party and kind of glides down and kind of canters over to Thranduin, kind of nuzzles.
Aww.
Gives scratches.
So is the party going through back alleys, or are you guys kind of just marching your way through the city down to the harbor?
Well,
Whatever way Tom
we've
takes you.
we've got 5 more minutes until they figure out that Fizbin didn't sign the paper, so I guess we can just take the main road for now,
There you go.
and then hide around like thieves afterwards.
Okay.
With
Never.
all our authority, and we're still
Never.
hiding.
You're with the highest authority here. Don't you worry.
Oh, we have
Me.
the
To you.
Yeah.
I'm worried about
I love
Malachi coming out of some corner somewhere.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
spending the night in jail. We're fine.
I know, but still worried about it.
Still.
Feel like he can get out of there.
Leave them alone. They're the ones that jailed Malachi. Oh yeah.
All right, the party starts making their way.
Downtown,
Down.
walking fast. No faces passed because
I tried.
they're all
really
martial
hard.
law.
Yeah.
No,
You see a lot of candlelight. You see a lot of candlelight in the various buildings, but nobody on the streets. A couple of guards walk past, and after I totally forgot to mention, everyone who signed gets a badge, a little insignia
Yay!
of Endeavor take, where it's kind of this glossy iron cannon, like a 2-dimensional little cannon. And at first they kind of look at you guys, and then A, they recognize you, and B, they see the sigil, and they march on by without a word. Waves kind of splashing as you guys kind of continue onwards, getting louder as you get closer. You do hear the din of you kind of hear a bit of a din of ironworks. That's my mom. Wave at everybody, mom.
Thanks, Mom.
And they can hear you. Yeah, that's fine. Guys, my mom's watching. I don't. You're fine.
Train of thought lost.
Yeah.
Walking ironworks.
Yes. As you kind of get along to the harbor itself with the beach alongside, the beach does kind of continue along outside the harbor of the cliff walls, and less boats than you would normally see. Fizbin's ship, of course, off to one side, a little bit ways off, where it would be harder to see people on board. Little Tommy confidently marches off to the northwards, and starts going along the side of the cliff. You get everybody following, continuing, and moving on.
I'm curious, do we see any boats that might be Malachi's? Like
Make a
any
perception
boats?
check.
Okay.
Everyone's saying hi, Mama Feffers.
Aww.
If you want to say hi, say loud.
Hey, hi.
It warms my heart.
That's so cute.
11.
Did you use the guidance that I gave you?
Oh, no, I did not. Is that D4?
Yes.
11 plus 1, 12.
Ah! It is one higher than before.
Success.
The din getting louder. Eventually, going along the beach. You find a cave. Very large.
Can I pick up? Oh.
So did you just not see anything, or?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm all over. There is a large war galley. That does have the insignia of Lord Tark on the sail. The Tark family. Massive ship. Multiple levels of cannons. Oh, bye. Everyone say bye, Mama Feff.
Bye.
It's too late. She's already gone.
Yeah.
I can still say bye, okay?
Okay.
In my heart.
Can I pick up some seashells?
Absolutely.
Yay.
Take some sand.
Thranduin, you've never seen one of the slaver ships, but you recognize it with the many oars that are off the sides and the multi-deck cannon levels, heavily armored ship. All of this just goes right over Tara's head as she picks up seashells.
I'm assuming there are slaves on that boat currently.
Safe to assume.
Then he won't suggest that Fizbin blow it up with lightning bolts.
No, not like.
I don't know how his ship got destroyed.
chaos.
How
right?
weird.
I have control
lightning?
water, and I can just
Oh, no.
move the ship.
No? Okay.
What if we just put it over there?
Take the boat and move it over there. So we're on the beach, right?
Yes.
So we're on the beach. Okay, yeah, Brittany's gonna take her boots off and roll up her pant legs and walk in the water as she walks with Tara as she picks up her seashells.
I just realized I don't have my vocal effects for ski op, but I'll do my best. Eventually, little Tommy brings everyone around kind of a bend to the big, large cave. And you see one hill giant just kind of is just digging this big hole in the sand like a kid would at a beach. And then he doesn't notice you guys. He just kind of gets in the hole, and he just seems very, very happy about being in the hole he dug.
So cute.
He kind of turns
Good
around.
job!
He kind of turns around and goes.
Now that he's in the hole, are we eye level?
Yeah.
As we walk up.
He kind of reaches down and picks up big rock, and then recognizes the party and puts the rock down.
Good job! It's nice, huh?
He starts
It's a good hole.
putting sand in the hole, and soon it's just shoulders up of him just happy in the sand.
Yes. That's
terrify somebody if they sneak out, but okay, just like this.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna put the biggest seashell that I have just right on his shoulder that I can reach.
What is the tide situation looking like, and
Oh,
how
gosh.
close is he to the beach?
Oh, you're asking me how tides work. I don't remember. I believe it comes in at night because of the moon. Yes.
So is it already as far in as it's gonna go, or is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, because from being inland, I imagine
High
he doesn't
tide
know
right now.
how beaches work with the tides. So if
Yeah,
he's burying
He's
himself,
not a very bright creature.
Yeah. That's
So
smart.
it's a good thought.
hi,
It's a
we
good
leave,
thought.
and he's dead in the morning because he
You guys look over and it's just
did the old pirate torture routine to himself. You know.
just panicking, but his nose is still above water. Just
Crab's like picking at his earlobe.
he gets mad because one of them walks off with a shell and he starts trying to get out. All right, you guys enter the cave and there is a roaring bonfire. Over it is a massive stone slab, and you can see Skiop's back as he is just working on something.
Oh, this whole time I thought that was Ski up in the hole. I was like,
No,
this
no,
is
it was
a
a hill
totally
giant.
different side of the creature than
No.
we've witnessed. But that's okay.
As you guys move in, the blob, the
Lady Aravosa.
Lady Aravosa, thank you, kind of coalesces off of the ceiling in the shadows where it's been hiding. Just the human part that she presents to people. And kind of
Lady
waves.
Aravosa, hello. In Elvish, but I think that's still the same thing. But
And in
either
Elvish,
way.
she returns the greeting. Welcome. It has
Well,
been a
what's-
long time. You look well.
What's he doing?
He is blowing glass.
Oh,
Well, he is crafting the means to blow glass. He has been widely unsuccessful, and frankly, he's a bit grouchy right now. Maybe some friendly faces will cheer him up.
Do our
She's-
best.
And she slowly goes back up into the ceiling, into the shadows. I can't redeem them. I don't have a moon to turn on, Permafrost. I'm sorry.
Wait, I'm gonna turn it on. You can't.
God,
you can't
Turn
see it,
it
but
on.
in spirit, you'll feel it. Trust me,
Oh my
the,
gosh.
the moon will be there in
Would,
our hearts.
Would anyone like to tell me what just happened?
Oh shoot!
I don't speak your language.
Your dirty elven language.
Responds to him in Elvish with what just happened, looking at him like, yes, this is what happened.
You got jokes now, Brady.
We've become so much closer.
Ah, I think I used to like you.
Oh no.
Brittany is gonna visibly look like, what? Like that went over her head.
Mm.
Between the hit sounds, Brittany's gonna go ski up, ski up, ski up. Perfect timing as he took a big bite of food. Do the accent. Do the accent perfectly with your mouth full of food.
I'm stalling. All right, here's my best shot. What? Turns around. What is this? And he turns and looks back at the thing. Goes. You see him like flip something off the fire. Turns around and goes.
Aw.
I was hoping you would come. I have pig to cook for all of us. And he just like steps over the party and he looks down. Get out of there! And just goes into the water. And you see him
Wait,
like,
it's in the water?
yeah, and he comes out with
Sea
a
pig.
Yeah, he comes out with a manatee. And he just and it looks like it's just been oh, thank you, Jake. It looks like it's just been in like a weighted net. And he pulls it out, skewers it, puts it on the fire, starts rotating. Welcome.
Gosh.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go cry.
Love you.
Sarah's gonna go collect seashells for a little while longer.
Finally, some real food.
Yeah, that's so nice.
I
I'm gonna
guess
go give
those aren't
offering.
endangered here, huh?
I'm gonna go put flowers into the ocean. Got a manatee from the ocean. I don't know where manatees live.
They're ocean, yeah, they're ocean.
I thought they were rivers.
I-
So traumatized at the
I
moment.
think they might be both because they
I
are in
used to
springs as well.
river ones. Okay. but I'm just gonna start putting flowers and making a little funeral for the manatee go off into the ocean.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, perma manatee kebab. Yeah, that's where we're at.
I know.
Manatee
That's where we're at.
He was like, "Ah!"
The whole time I'm just like,
Oh, I actually feel bad for Tara. Oh, you do see that he's got
So
like a network of
enthusiastic.
other tunnels that he's like created.
Wow, Ski Up, you've been busy.
I have. There's good work to be had here, until everyone got scared of a few people going missing, of course.
And they've treated you well, correct? They haven't been rude to
They
you
are
or anything.
terrified of me. But
Well, yes.
ultimately they have been well to me. An individual, he kind of sits down and keeps rolling the thing. An interesting individual came up to me and tried to convert me to their faith. And so I threw them out of the cave. They skipped along the ocean. It was so funny.
Which religion?
A young girl. Something about lightning in the sky, but the lightning's always in the sky.
You what?
He kind of turns and goes, "Hail, friend."
Ski Up, that was a friend.
Oh,
Rip Tessa, I guess.
Yeah, fuck,
she was
Tessa.
fine.
Okay.
I love the idea of Tessa calmly goes into Professor Religion to the new giant friend and ally, then comes hurtling out a few minutes later, skipping along the ocean.
Get out. Oh my god.
oh no,
So
Fizbin
much.
looks so mad. Ski Up is just pissing us off one by
Just
one.
kind of cranking away at the soon-to-be manatee steaks, manatee kebab. He kind of looks over and goes, "I've clearly offended you. Was she one of yours?"
Ended? No. She should have been strong enough to handle you.
Ah. Looks over at
Good
his
for you.
massive arms.
This also means that anyone of the path that came in here, you've also tossed them out, yes?
Tell them what
Oh,
you
no.
did. He goes, you hear from off in the shadows. I tried to sneak in and steal your books. So because they were, and why did you do it? Because they were heresy. Yeah, they were heresy.
Oh no. Yep, you can't just kidnap people.
He's fine.
I mean, technically he was breaking and entering, and as
Yeah.
far as I know, you can defend your castle, which I'm going to count
Your
this cave as a
cave.
castle. So
Yeah.
he's fully
Your
in his right
property,
to do
your
whatever.
That's it, Thranduin. Defend my castle, yes.
I read
You
books
will make a
sometimes.
good convert.
We have giant gods, and I firmly believe that one day he'll come back. He kind of turns to brooding a little bit. Alright, it's almost done. One-handed lifts the entire cooked manatee over, puts it on a table, and starts. You note that it's not actually done all
Tara
the way.
walks in, sees him just doing that,
Just
walks back
cleaning it.
out for a little bit longer.
He's like, hey,
Cleans it, and
Let me
takes
know
the
when you guys
fresh
are
meats.
done. I'm gonna eat dinner out here.
I'll come get you,
Takes the
honey.
Clean meats.
Fine.
He puts the metal plating back down over the fire and takes those choice meats that aren't fully cooked yet, puts it back on, pokes it, flips it, seasons it. So, tattoos!
Tattoos. That's
How did-
actually what we want to talk to you about.
Yes, and how did you like my wall? The wall.
very,
Remind Haley what
Very-
we're talking about.
very
Uh,
wall-like.
wall around
He
Dragon's
helped in
End.
Wrong.
making big walls around
Yeah.
Dragon's End that meet
Okay.
up with the cliffs. Because on the northern and southern side of Dragon's End, there's these massive cliffs. And now, encompassing the rest of Dragon's End is big old gate, and you saw the other hill giants
Right.
just kind of sitting outside the
Right.
gates chilling.
Like proper walls to like hold back a siege. Proper like
Oh, yeah.
walls. Or...
Big old
Yeah,
walls.
yeah.
Big old
Nice.
walls with the new cannons, with the old cannons that you guys saw from last season, all with their own little bolted down
Station.
fortifications and various it's up to a giant's standards, up to a stone giant's standards.
Okay, I was like, which giant?
Stone Giant's kiss.
We all
he and
one
the
by one.
dwarves- They and the dwarves really got along. Both being
It was
artisans.
very impressive. Yeah, Dragon's Den definitely needed something to help add that extra.
I walked in and I was like, "How have you still lived?"
Now you know why we needed your help so bad.
They reacted that as the opening line. Just a giant walking in. How are you still alive?
What is this?
What did we have before? Just like
Nothing.
some-
Nothing.
We didn't even have like not even like a wooden
Houses.
fence at all.
It
Like,
just started.
No, it was
eventually.
just a city. I mean, you can see people coming from a very long ways off, and up along those two cliffs on the sides, you had all your cannons. So, and then of course you have the vanguard, which is a cavalry base.
Right.
You know, so there's a system, but it was certainly in its early stages. Now you are properly ensconced. Now, I would say, to Thranduin's judgment, the most exposed at this point would probably be from the port city itself, but there's not a ton you can do about that. Unless you guys come up with some ideas.
Bombs in the water.
Let's get an artificer in here. Make it happen. So
Brittany's gonna help prep the food, like grabbing any
he
vegetables she
very
found.
gently
and-
swats your hand as you go up to help. You are guest. I am host. And frankly,
Okay.
he takes an onion and just drizzles. Eventually, the
Oh,
food is
gosh.
ready, and he takes out some more like plates of stone that he has like kind of made little into bowls and sanded down, and he hands them to each of you. Tara, come get your food.
I'm good, thank you.
She doesn't mean insult to me, right? She's just not
No, she doesn't really eat meat.
All right. Oh.
I think the insult was the other way around, actually. When you just pick.
I got some
slaughtered.
vegetables for you, Tara.
Oh, thanks. I've already made like a dandelion, a golden dandelion salad, which is my normal food that I always eat by myself.
Amazing. He comes back with a very robust salad he comes back and he starts chopping up a salad. You hear him kind of grumbling under his breath about it, and then he walks up and I said get out of there. The giant in the pit looking very happy.
Just playing with the seashells.
Tara's just stacking seashells on him.
I'm making those rock statues where you have to balance them, and
He kind of comes over in one hand with this bowl of salad with various nuts and fruits and stuff like that. It's in like a half watermelon. It's like a fruit salad kind of a thing. And he kind of comes down and goes, "I did not know of your dietary restrictions, and I apologize."
it's okay. Thank you.
Yeah, it's like-
I am, and I'm just gonna like stick one like hoof kind of forward. I'm like, I kind of am half, but it's okay. I appreciate this so much. Thank you.
He kind
I'll
of.
come back in with my salad. And
Excellent. He seems much more happy that he has avoided offense.
I just didn't want to see the crease.
Yeah. And he also, you watch him go and take some food back to whoever's back there.
Aw.
Whatever thug the Church of the Path sent.
Oh man, that's gonna be a problem later. We gotta fix that at some point.
No, I think we're okay.
What are you talking about?
We're good.
What's the problem?
What are we talking
I don't know.
about?
I thought I heard an echo. I figured we might need to insulate
You know these
the
caves
cave
always
wall.
like drafty
Yeah.
from like some path in the back. You
Yeah.
If
gotta-
you listen closely, you can hear the ocean and the trap thug in the back.
it sounds like wailing almost. It's so crazy. Nature's amazing.
Nature's amazing. All right, so after everyone's kind of eaten and he's told a few more stories about the wall and stuff like that, he goes, "So, tattoos.
Tattoo.
Yes. Let me pull out Tasha's. How we doing on time? Do we need to go break? Or
5:53.
5:53.
I'm good.
I'm fine.
8:53 for you, but
8. Thank you.
It's been about an hour.
Okay, we're gonna go to break early so I can properly pull up all the things and save some screen time, and have all of the tattoo stuff ready. So we'll be
Fair
right
enough.
back, homies.
Woo!
There we go. All right, we're back. We're back,
Woo!
baby. See you, Permafrost.
hello.
Hello.
All right. So, he pulls out a couple of the strange blackened needles that, and he explains that as he slowly tattoos you with these needles, eventually it will sink into your flesh and become how you become proficient with it, how you attune to it. So, what are we looking for? He goes on to explain the various different types of tattoos that he has, and how some, with their upgraded rarity, will take longer as they are larger tattoos.
If possible, I would like to get a tattoo to cover my scarring on my back. One that can make me turn myself into other people and disguise myself.
Absolutely, come.
She starts to go and then kind of looks back at Tara and just like takes Tara's hand. It's like, I don't do good with needles, and just kind of brings her with me.
I'll go with happily.
He kind of moves over the back of your armor and shirt and stuff like that, just over the scar, and he goes, "That's quite a brand. Let's cover that up." And he slowly, with a painful process, begins inking over the brand that the held breath charred you with.
I'll just do like small, light healing spells whenever I see her start to just be a little bit too much in pain.
And that is a common or an uncommon?
That one's a common one.
All right.
Common.
Then after 2 hours. Okay. During those 2 hours, what's Thranduin and Fizbin up to?
Is there anything we want to like go check out and come back, or?
Well, we haven't gone to the boat yet, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Also, by the way, Thranduin, this is your first trial, converting the giant.
Oh, goody.
Oh, that's
Have
funny.
fun.
Let's go.
But yes, I think they would like to go to spend that time to go to the boat and so forth, or at least Fizbin would like to.
Okay. So the two of you, after you go over to communicate with Brady and Tara that you're on the way to go find Tessa. Okay.
Sure.
You make your way back towards the port. Little Tommy with you as well, I assume.
Mhm.
Slowly, with little Tommy at the oars, the little rowboat that you guys got, the little skiff, makes it to the boat proper, your boat, Fizbin. And the second you come within range, you see a rope ladder fling out. And once the two of you are both on, it starts being raised up, and little Tommy. Standing there is a couple of, men and women that you haven't really seen before, but they do have various insignias of the Stormfather's doctrine, and they all kind of make a bow to you. Hi, Inquisitor. Tessa comes out. Oh, you have returned! That's what I like. All right, move. Come, friends. Welcome back. She kind of steps up, grabs a hold of Fizbin and goes, "It's good to see you again. Welcome back."
Nice to see you again. Welcome. Yes, Hail Hydrate. I'm really glad to see you're doing just fine after what I just heard about you and the giant.
One of my few failings, I assure you. We have been finding great success, even in these trying times, with the martial law throughout the city. We have been using some of the cave systems to... there are underwater caves connected. You do also see some E1T members as well.
And also, I have a new convert. Meet the new paladin of the Stormfather.
They all look
the hero
at you.
of Dragon's End.
They all look at you. Hail Hydrate.
Hail Hydrate.
Right, would you care to... We were just about to have our gathered teaching. Would you care to give the message? That would be a performance check. Or a religion check.
Absolutely,
You see
yes.
many
I'll do
eager
a
eyes
religion
looking
check.
at you.
I'll pull out the new devotee sensor that I have and activate its ability to have it like do the incense thing like inside of it and perform along with me. Oh, nice. 21
Okay.
religion.
See, wow. So you take that time to sit and kind of preach a gospel to the people on the boat, who all kind of sit around in rapt attention, all kind of leaning in as you talk about your experience with the Stormfather in the last battle. You slowly unpack what all that could mean and various things, and you see Tessa dutifully scribing down your words and lacquering them and moving forward to the next. Everyone...
And as always, may the truth of the Stormfather deafen the ears of your enemies, and roaring thunder blind their sight with righteous lightning, and drown their lies in the everlasting storm. Blessed be the Stormfather, and Hail Hydrate.
Hail Hydrate. They after the very ceremonious activities and stuff like that are all kind of finished up, people begin kind of either coming up to talk to you personally or shake your hand or talk to Thranduin about his experience and what it means to be a paladin of the Stormfather. It's all a little preachy for you, Thranduin, but you manage. And slowly people begin diving back into the water, following rope lines that lead quickly down into the underwater caves so they can return to the the belows. Soon the boat is quiet, aside from your immediate sailors under your employ, Tessa and Lil Tommy. About an hour has passed.
Tessa, I understand you had a little bit of a problem with influence to the council.
Yes, well, unfortunately, my words don't have as much cultural weight, as much as many people from the northern continent of Whistland and Rot and all the like have been coming into the city and becoming a part of it. This is mostly Endeavor territory. This is mostly people of the other continent I am not from. And as such, the Church of the Path, very much so, has a greater influence, not to mention that their High Monarch is one of the council members themselves. I regrettably do not have anywhere close to that kind of clout.
You have allowed a fake religion to overshadow the voice of the Stormfather. Your voice alone is not strong enough, but you are a follower of the great god Stormfather. You had his voice and you did not call upon it to rain down his righteous lightning upon them. You did not make them listen.
Such an action. She kind of bristles and then kind of nods along. Such an action is illegal within the confines of the city proper. If I am to have good rapport and standing, I would not break the laws of the land.
Oh, Tessa, I'm not asking you to actually call down lightning upon people. I'm asking you, all right, I trusted you to use your voice and just be louder, more chaotic. That's what our god is all about. I literally spoke with him. He's a pretty good guy.
She seems the casualness. She kind of furrows her brows and then kind of was like, well, he would know best, I guess. And she kind of goes, I will endeavor not to fail you again. But I would like to urge you to look at all the success we've had as well. We have a strong membership. We are not all able to gather at once. We have a rotation. By my estimates, maybe 200 members. In the short amount of time since you have been gone. And they are going about the city as well in hushed voices, spreading the word up until, of course, the martial law came into effect. And then I had us continue.
May I ask then, how do you convert others in secret? Why do they leave the words of the path and so forth? Why do they join us in the first place? What is your plan?
It's because of you. It's because of your doings and the fact that you've been able to powerfully through the Stormfather as a tool.
Well, I mean,
it is undeniable magic. And what the Church of the Path... Don't do that. And what the Church of the Path has been doing is smoke and mirrors, intimidation. The people who flock to the Church of the Path, you know what they'd want? They want control over others. We do the Lord's work. They do their own. And frankly, in this time when we can no longer go about safely and talk to each other as brothers and sisters, I have taken it upon myself to take the amount that we have sown in this time and strengthen them up, educate them. Tommy. And Tommy's like, ah. And he goes back to lacquering the papers and shuffling them. But all that's beside the path. It's going well. And frankly, I would like to hear you say it. She kind of sits back in a little half smirk.
What do you think, Thranduin?
I think these things take time. I wasn't converted overnight. And we are dealing with the extreme pig-headedness that is Dragon's End, so... I'd say 200 and insert time we've been gone here is fairly impressive.
Perhaps. I was never one to. I preached, but I was never one to run a church or anything like that. That was not necessarily my job in the way of the church. So perhaps your words are reasonable.
You're cut off when a presence, maybe not Thranduin, I believe he's immune to this kind of mental contact. Everyone kind of stills. Tommy and Tessa seem unsurprised by it, but a voice, a kind of presence stirs and leans into your consciousness and goes, "That was well spoken. Good job." And Tessa kind of nods towards your room. It's not the Stormfather. Does not sound like the Stormfather. She kind of nods towards the room. Also, your sailor friend who was struck down and revived is recuperating very well and has developed some interesting psionic abilities.
Say what?
Psionics. He can move things with his mind. And also talk to us. But in doing so, it seems he's lost the use of his legs. And no amount of healing on my part has seemed to do the trick.
Well, can't he just float around because psionics?
He's not strong enough, I think, yet, but he's working on it. Would you like to meet him? He's listening in right now to this conversation. I am indeed.
First off, it's a little rude, eavesdropping, proper manners and all that. Second, that's pretty freaking awesome.
No, I was gonna say something else, but actually you kind of hit the nail right on the head. Insulting, but also very cool.
Right?
I think your words will go a long way to emboldening the people of the church. The eye of the storm grows. Well done, High Inquisitor.
Well, duh. You're welcome. Yeah.
You hear a soft, almost chuckle-like vibe resonance in your head, which then slowly distances and disappears.
Does he do that often?
Yes, he does it quite often, but in his defense, it's not like he can get up and walk over to us.
Fair enough. Branduin, I think we may need to head back soon. I am quite satisfied with what I've seen.
She kind of smiles a big, fiery smile at you from those words.
I can always get my tattoo next if you guys want to chill there for 2 more hours.
Our characters don't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
As you guys get back and get back to the skiff, little Tommy goes to join you guys, and Tessa grabs him by the back of his shirt and goes, "You haven't done your homework yet, you daft bint. Get to it." And he's like, "I want to go." "No, you don't."
How far away is the cave from the boat?
Well, the skiff is slower than just walking.
I'm just gonna whistle, and a certain Pegasus is going to land on the deck, and we'll just fly there.
Oh, you're expecting me to get on that, huh?
Oh, come on.
It's better than walking.
The two of
like
you.
Like when walking was the only option, he just complained about it.
Yeah, right.
But now that I'm just gonna complain all the time. I'm just an old man. Leave me alone.
I was gonna say something about the wind in your hair, but you don't have hair, so.
There's a bug stuck in one of my scales.
Regardless, it's a great feeling.
With
so you're gonna love
exceptionally
it.
quick pace, the two of you come back to the mouth of the cave.
I'm totally gonna draw that scene, by the way.
Yes. And you can find that kind of stuff on the Discord.
On Pegasus. Fizbin's beard is just
grumps.
Like absolutely loving it, but anytime Thorino turns around, he's like.
All right, with a flutter and a clop, Tara, you turn and you see at the mouth of the cave, the Pegasus kind of looks around, gives you a small head nod.
I do the same, but make sure the bird doesn't fall out.
Bird's like, what are we doing? All right, back to sleep. And the party is reconvened. Look at that, no one died.
Ah!
Yeah.
Nailed
You
it.
guys were
Brady
worried.
has basically wrapped like her arms around like Tara, and is just like resting her head like on top of her. Or
I'm
her
just like-
shoulder.
I'm just like running my fingers through her hair. I'm rebraiding her braids just to like give her some different sensation.
Almost done.
You said that 30 minutes ago.
Yes, well, it got you to stop whimpering then, and maybe it'll work now. He finally, if he goes, and he lets go of the, you see the long, almost thorn-like, ink, that he's been sticking you with this whole time, slowly liquefy and move into the, and blossom into this tattoo that I'll let you decide what it looks like because it's your character.
Yeah, so due to the style of marking that the held breath was starting to go with, she has chosen a blooming rose that has thorns that come out of it, but the thorns are, if possible, different colors to kind of represent, like each thorn branch has different colored thorns on it, and that's kind of to represent the different lives she's lived so far in one life.
Nice. Good stuff. He goes, right. And he pulls out another one of these strange, pointy, magical ink bits. What's
She
up,
like
ice cream
immediately like shirt on. It was like, ha! And then like moves away.
sandwich?
Like,
Make
I'm
sure you
done.
put one-
Yay!
He's like, come back here. And he gives you a little ointment to make sure you know, proper. We support here at Longshot. We support proper ink.
Yeah,
proper tattoo.
Yeah.
Take care of our tattoos.
Don't go in the ocean.
Yeah.
To the water! No.
No.
Aw.
So it heals proper.
No water, period, for 2 weeks.
Drink until tomorrow.
Thank you, Skiop. Thank you. And she'll give him a little hug because like this means more than just like the benefits of the tattoo for her. So
Or like single, head. Just the all of you.
the all.
He kind of looks
And
over.
she'll run over.
All right.
Yeah, she'll run over to them and be like, look!
You can no longer see the scar. It is
Aww.
it is covered with this beautiful tattoo. Character development.
Woo!
How you doing, Dice Cream Sandwich? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Hey. Unless anyone else wants to go next, I can go.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. This will be the first time you guys really see Tara. You've seen her robe occasionally. You've seen kind of what she's like. But like that scene in Avatar where Uncle Iroh just like takes off his robe and he's just like muscled out type of thing. So Tara takes off this robe and she's more muscled than you probably thought she was, but she's also like way more womanly. Like when she has the robe on, she looks very childlike and very cute, but with the robe off, you see just this very like what you would imagine if like a satyr was like, she got good birthing hips. That's what she looks like. And she is just absolutely a mosaic of stones that she's collected is covered all over her body, just shining as
That's
she
awesome.
sets the robe down.
That is
And
awesome.
I've changed my mind. I want it on the front because I'm very rarely going to draw Tara from the back. So
That's fair.
So she's just gonna kind of move her long blonde green hair to the side, and she's gonna be like, all right, I feel like we're gonna be facing a lot of the natives on the island, and since they are just very brute force, I would like to get an absorption tattoo, please. And I'd like it to intertwine with the gems that I currently have.
All right, can do. And he begins the slow process. And at one point, he looks up, picks up the cardinal, puts it on his head, keeps going. This will take another. This is a
very rare, so it's gonna take a couple of
so
sessions.
it's gonna take a couple sessions. And he goes on to say that you'll have to come back after this heals. I'll need to put another layer over it.
Okay.
I didn't know I'd be doing this voice for the entire episode, or else I probably wouldn't have. And he begins his work. I kid, of course. I love doing this. All right, so Brady, Thranduin, and Fizbin, you've got 2 hours to kill. Anything you guys want to cover, or do you guys want to skip forward? Maybe go maybe do some snooping around, or I don't know, burn a house down. What do you guys want to do?
Not without our muscle. No.
I mean, never split the party, so we might as well just
Okay.
get it over with and then move on from there.
We kind of did what we needed to do with knowing what's going on and so forth. So
Awesome. Well, if Tara doesn't want to do anything in particular, you're good.
No one is here. Someone is here. I don't know who. I just hear the door go.
Oh no!
Come get the dogs, please. Whoever it
That
is.
scared me.
Oh hi.
Such a vicious
Oh,
bark.
That's my little brother.
Hi.
And by little I mean very tall.
We're meeting
Oh,
all
Chase.
the family today.
we were meeting the family
Yeah, we're
today.
meeting.
Yeah.
We're meeting
I mean,
my
it's
mom and your
been-
brother.
It's been a few months, right? So I mean, like that's kind of par for the course.
When I'm done with my tattoo, unless there was something else during the tattooing process.
No, there is not.
No.
I'm just checking.
Great.
Yeah.
Are we getting kind of close to midnight
Yes.
in game? Great. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna take a moment because like that was, woo, that hurt. And I'm gonna go out to the ocean.
No
I'm not
salt
gonna go
water.
in. I'm not gonna go in.
All Starts in on Thranduin.
But I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna wait until I feel like it's pretty close to midnight, and I'm not gonna drink any of the Harmony water, but I am going to take some of the Harmony water and start it here, and I'm gonna let it go over top of the tattoo.
Okay. I'm not up to anything. Okay. Aesthetically, again, this is your character, so I'm gonna let you kind of stay in control of that. If you would like it to kind of turn like a golden, you're welcome to.
That'd be awesome.
Okay, yeah. It seeps into the tattoo and kind of shines gold. Some other stuff happens, but you don't know what. But I will say your peripheral vision kind of comes more into focus than I would say is normal. And kind of turns slightly golden in hue. This is a weird thing to do, but I'm gonna do it. Add a +1 to your passive perception.
Ooh.
Specifically, your passive perception gets a bump.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. This is a. He leans over to Thranduin, and in his deep baritone, "This is my most complex tattoo." I assume, are you still doing the legendary one? Okay. He's like, yes. From what I understand and have heard, you have some experience with needles.
I do.
Well, I will not ask for your service. But you do
That's
have
good.
my sympathies. And
Just like he's just like deadpan. That's good. Like,
and you also got to remember
he does
that
not
the
take the
natives are
joke.
trying to
Like
the natives are trying to enslave the giants too. So he's trying to kind
Yeah.
of find
Yeah.
some common ground there with you. His bedside manner's not great though.
But it's too soon. It's still too soon.
Yeah. What's it look like? What you doing? This is Lego, so freaking.
It's not done yet, so I can't say what it looks like.
Where would you like it to be started?
We'll start like shoulder.
Okay. It needs to be 2 limbs and the torso.
Right, when it's done, but like
Yeah.
For now it'll just be.
Yeah. He takes some charcoal and like marks off, and you can tell he's putting like a ton of effort into this, making sure he doesn't mess it up and that it looks good. And you see like a brief kind of sketching as you kind of talk to him about what it is you're looking for and stuff like that. Wipes it all off and starts going to work on your shoulder. 2 hours pass. Unless anybody's trying to do anything in those 2 hours.
Brady probably would have sat next to Thranduin and like took his hand and is like tapping his hand like it's okay, all while like not looking at the needle. So she's
and he's
like
just
trying
sitting
to
there taking it.
Yeah, he's totally fine with it. But she's like, don't you worry, just breathe through the pain, Thranduin. And she's like not looking, but she's trying to be there for him still, but also like can't do it.
He appreciates it and is remembering now to breathe with the help of Brady.
And when he mentions like not liking needles, she like rubs him more like it's okay, you're fine, all is fine.
All right.
Not the person you wanted.
The 2 hours pass and he goes, "You're good to go."
Thank you.
He looks over at Fizbin. So,
I need to talk to you in private.
All right. He looks at everyone else, expecting them to leave his house, or his castle that is actually a cave.
Dang, I meant to talk to him about the Stormfather while we had 2 hours of getting a tattoo.
Oh, do you want to make a persuasion check?
Sure.
That's safe to say that in the 2 hours that he was, sitting there, you maybe talked about your experiences. Made some
and how
slavery,
how the Stormfather is actively helping and doing things besides the gods who turn their back on them and haven't come back.
You share your testimony. Roll persuasion.
Yeah.
Bardic inspiration.
Oh,
hey,
you go to cast it. You go to cast it, and Fizbin goes, "This is his trial. He does it by himself."
I was just gonna play a song.
No, I know exactly what you wanted to do.
But I can use guidance, right? Because that's from the Stormfather.
It's your spell.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure if it was like a no magic at all thing or
just you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why I'm implementing this.
I kind of love it though.
It makes sense, honestly. So
17. Oh wait, I should probably actually add my persuasion from my thing, shouldn't I? That's a 22. Never mind.
Oh
22.
my god.
I didn't know I had a +5 to persuasion.
He kind of goes through this long journey of kind of putting up with it, and then as you get into the story of how Gent had enslaved you again, which he sympathizes with, as the giants were trying to be are currently fighting back from being enslaved by the natives, and how the Stormfather was the final piece that broke you out of it, and how you spoke an oath, to him, and how your armor became enhanced and stuff like that. And as an artisan, he was super into that. You just hit that perfect message, and he kind of goes, this. You see him kind of look off into the distance, kind of outside the cave. I'm chewing on how I want to say this. It has been 700,000 years since my God abandoned my people. And he said he would return when we had dominance over our land with the dragons. And that's not even on this dimension. If he does come back, it won't be during my lifetime. And it won't be in this realm. The Stormfather, though, reached out to help you.
Wouldn't be standing here now if not for him.
And he converts to the Stormfather. Kind of leans in and goes, "This makes sense to me. I will allow you to teach me the way of the Stormfather. I would like to enter the eye of the storm."
Yes.
Ow!
Hydrate.
You know that meme image of the guy who's just like nodding his head as it gets closer and closer, and like,
That's
that's
one of my
Fizbin in the
favorites
background
to use,
right now.
actually. All right. He goes, "We should speak more later."
We have how many more tattoo sessions? Like, we got time to talk.
Perfect. He kind of gives you a pat on the back. All right. So then Fizbin goes on to say, I need to talk to you in private. Once everyone has left the cave, he goes, "Dragonborn?"
This is a little bit embarrassing to admit. But I have divine power from the Stormfather, as you may know. But I have seen other forms of magic in the world. I have seen a more arcanic form of the lightning that I summon. And I must admit that while I can call forth an entire storm of lightning bolts, I cannot cast a single one from my hand myself.
Oh. We'll have to do something about that.
Is that possible?
Is it on the list?
It's a spell rot tattoo.
Absolutely. Yeah, if it's possible, then let's make it happen. He goes, "Yes, we must remedy this aesthetic absence." And he kind of mumbles under his breath, "100." And he comes over and he starts beginning the spell rot tattoo, which is common, I believe.
Well, it's a level 3 spell, so it'd be... I don't know exactly what it is.
All right. We'll take care of it. Spell
Right on the hand.
Level 3, double checking. Let's see here. Spell rot tattoo are a one and done kind of a tattoo that disappear after they have been used. Tattoo contains a spell is stored in a manner similar to spell scrolls. Level of spell with a maximum of 5th level determines the rarity of the tattoo in addition to the other factors. So that said, come in. I'm hearing things. Spell rot tattoo. All right, if you want to, it's a 3rd level. That'd be uncommon.
Mhm.
So you're gonna need more than one session.
Okay. What would 5th level be? Because I could theoretically, I
That would
believe
be
lightning is one of
rare.
the.
So
That'd
that would
be-
take 3 sessions. More or
So if
less.
I could get to
You
cast
come back
lightning
once it
bolt
heals.
at 5th level, then maybe that would be what he would want to do.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Mhm.
So he begins laying the foundation work for this tattoo. At first, he kind of looks you up and down, kind of like looking at your scales, kind of pokes and prods at you. But eventually, he pokes you in your not your tummy, but the underbelly of the Dragonborn, and he gives you a couple of options. So, we can tattoo along your chest, stomach, under your tail, or the roof of your mouth.
I already spew lightning from my mouth.
Hang on, so a rare tattoo has to cover... Come on. One limb. I would allow that to be your tail.
Yeah, let's try it on
Yeah,
my
but
tail.
of course you have aesthetic agency.
Mhm.
Uh,
It was either going to be on the tail, ironically, or like on the hand.
Whichever you
going
want
up.
to do, we can make it work.
If you can make it, I would prefer the hand.
Okay,
you can
let's do
make
the
it
hand.
going up the arm.
Let's do the hand. He's like, well, you really want it on your arm?
Yes.
All right, don't move. And in one quick motion, he grabs, like, you see him reach behind him, grabs your arm, takes a knife, and the scales all along your arm come off like a potato peeler. And immediately, he wipes it and starts in on the tattoo. And when it's done, the scales will grow back with the formation engraved into the scales.
That's palpable right there. Yep.
It's great that you
Delicious.
picked a tattoo that is a one and done, so you have to do that every time.
Right.
Yeah, after 3 sessions of this.
I can't wait.
All right. There's a moment where your tail like scrunches and then just like and he goes stop whining and he starts going in on it. All right. Without being told that they can come back in, what is everyone else doing out on the beach? Oh my god, it's a beach episode. During the little 2 hours it takes for Fizbin to get his tattoo. If nothing, we'll continue. If something, feel free.
We'll probably be taking rides on a Pegasus, just chilling. And
I mean,
why not?
All right.
Yeah, when it's not
late.
Brady's turn, she's going and telling Lady Arabosa stories
Okay.
about
go
the
to
areas.
sleep.
You go to sleep. All right.
Yeah.
So Thranduin is having a soul and stoic moment up on his Pegasus. Make a perception check as you look over the city of Dragon's End.
I'm gonna
Am I
curl up
gonna
next to
see
the hill giant.
shenanigans? So perception.
Hope they don't squish you when they roll over.
Hopefully not.
That is a 17.
17. You see a figure, cloaked, dark,
Intrigue.
dart from out of the shadows in between 2 houses, and quickly go down one of the spiral highways down to the belows. Right after a patrol of guards pass, and it appeared that oh, that's nice. And it appeared that it was purposely trying to avoid being seen by the guard.
How far away from everyone else am I at this point?
I'll let that be up to you. You're flying around on a Pegasus, and you've been doing it for some time. It's safe to
Doesn't
say they're
matter.
pretty high up.
I confuse the spells I have with Arthalos with Thranduin. I do not have message, so it does not matter. Well, since that looks pretty sus, I'll kind of fly down and see if I can check it out.
Okay, you fly down. You land in the kind of square next to Duncan Dragons.
Hey, it's my turn!
You're talking to the goop.
Excuse me, her name is Lady Arabosa,
I should really
the
write
queen.
that down. Can you tell I forgot like one of the two parts of my notes? I brought all my notes, mind you. I just forgot the one slip of paper I keep pinned on the wall that's the cast of Dragon's End.
Oh no.
I've been trying not to stumble through names this entire session.
Well, luckily we've only had to deal with like 3 people. So.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone else I just remembered. The council is where my weak point is, because it's just a list. Anyway, you begin kind of your greater steed kind of is kind of slowly the long ramping winding stairway down does have that kind of open center, and
cool.
And the Pegasus slowly descends down and lands in the center, and the kind of glowing underbelly of the not underbelly, it's not criminal. A lot of big lanterns and campfires and the like. It's a lot of lower tech down here, because it comes from a civilization whose culture has not yet fully leaped forward to the Endeavor's level. And so you see a lot of like kind of like not clay houses, but kind of a mortar kind of substance has been kind of, used to kind of quick replicate the same house over and over and over, kind of together. So it's a bit messy down here. But
now,
go ahead and
ramp,
make a perception check. Go ahead.
As it goes down, are there like offshoots, or is it just one path all the way down?
It's one path all the way down, and then you get to that huge cavernous area under. One of the monoliths is down here too.
Oh. Have I known that before this whole time, or?
Yeah, but it's new information that you need something from the monolith since you've returned. When you left, you didn't know you would be needing. Actually, you don't know. Only Taylor knows. Only Tara knows that she needs to read the things off the monolith. So never mind.
What did you say? Something?
Yeah.
Another 17. Wow.
Nice. You catch just the tail end of the cloak, of the same cloak of the hooded figure dipping into one area, within the city, within this sprawling mess of not shanties, but kind of.
So how far away is that from me?
17 feet, because I rolled a D100 and rolled a 17.
Okay. Then I guess I'll command him to stop.
Wisdom save?
Maybe? Yes.
Oh. 18.
All right, he succeeds.
Okay. Once he resists that, he darts. He quickly drops out of sight.
I'm gonna follow him.
Okay. You begin dashing. You begin charging throughout this area, and you like stop and you look and you see reflecting off of his shiny boots, from one of the firelights. You see it, and you drop in through another area. You may try again if you would like.
I guess, yeah, I'll try it again.
Okay. We could also do a contested dex chase. If this fails, we'll have to do that. Not sure how many more of these you got in the pocket.
I might have a different...
What's up, Zilla? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you.
How far away from me is he now?
Oh, what's his movement speed? 30 feet.
I'm actually going to cast Mage Hand at his feet to trip him.
Okay. He's going to make a dex save. 17.
Dang.
Sorry.
I don't know what it would go against a Mage Hand. I guess it wouldn't be my spell save DC.
No, it wouldn't be. But it's, yeah, I just said it by difficulty. Anyway. Alright, if you want to continue chasing him, unless you have another spell in the pocket you want to use after this set of rolls, you're welcome to. But we're going to do a contested dex.
I'll dimension door right in front of him.
Oh, okay.
I've tried the easy way, just not... Hi, what's up?
She slams
Okay.
you. she like leans up against the wall. Ah!
Hello.
Why are you chasing me?
Why are you running? And
Obvious
why
reasons.
Why are you sneaking around?
Maybe I'm up to stuff. She is an E1T. And now you can kind of see all of her, you see the kind of the feminine jawline and stuff like that. She goes, "You're the..." Alright. She's gonna take a gamble. You watch her kind of realize who you are. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Listen. There is nothing I can bribe you with. And I know you have, and she glances at the deputized badge on your chest, the town's best interests in mind. But I am going to tell you the truth. It's her last resort. I was breaking into some food warehouses. A lot of us down here are beginning to starve will begin to starve if we don't get our share. The issue is there are more people, more snake folk down here than we've been telling the humanoids upstairs. And so the food that's been distributed, we've been fine up until this martial law. And you can make an insight check if you would like.
Is she speaking good common? Like,
yeah,
she's picked up the language.
Yeah,
pretty
she's
well
probably
at this
she's
point?
probably one of the first of her folk to inhabit Dragon's End.
15.
15. You suspect she's telling the truth, but you don't have an absolute assuredness.
What is your reasoning for not keeping your numbers a secret?
I don't make that call. I don't know. But I can
Who would have made that call?
To my employer.
Who is?
Hard to describe.
Do your best.
You can see her looking at the alleyways nearby, seeing if there's a way out, and kind of seeing that there probably isn't. She's gonna go, come on, and she's gonna kind of turn and slump a little bit. Are you following? She's going to continue talking. I just wanted to know if you were following.
I'm not sure if I just want to blindly follow into a trap that she might be. How far away from the opening where my Pegasus is at? Because I'm assuming he didn't fit through the caverns and I wasn't riding him.
He can fly.
Right.
Boyo could be.
How open is this?
A big open cavern.
Oh. I just assumed that I had to get off to give chase.
You did.
If that's not the case.
But what the alleyways are very narrow, but he can fly over if you know what I mean, if you'd like.
Okay. How far are we walking towards?
Yeah, you're only like
alley?
45 feet away.
Okay. As soon as we get, I'll follow, and as soon as we get to an open space, I'll mentally tell the Pegasus to land.
Okay.
So we can get on.
So
she
begins. She begins saying over her shoulder. Sister Weave has a vested interest in helping the people in the below, as well as other places throughout the island. She showed up maybe half a year ago, and many of us E1T have been helping her. She turns a corner, and the Pegasus is already there, and she goes, ah, and then she goes, shh, to herself. You note that you've never seen an E1T guard. Ever. You note that. It's always been people from above. You kind of kick yourself for not noticing and maybe not being down here more.
I mean, I've spent 6 months down here. What
You've spent 6 months being around. Yeah. And you note the human, dwarven, elven guards kind of march past. And she kind of slinks into the shadows a bit. And they see you, of course, because Pegasus. And they see your insignia, and they just keep on walking. It seems like there might be a little bit of tension. You can kind of see it in her eyes.
Hop on. We'll be able to talk freely.
She kind of looks up at the horse, at the Pegasus. Are you gonna kill me?
If I were going to kill you, I would have done it already. We won't have to slink around hiding from people in the sky.
she gets on the horse, kind of pulls the hood up. Strings. You note that her hood is got like 2 panels built into the hood here and here, and so it's kind of got this kind of almost M shape peak. Moving forward, people cannot see her profile from the side.
Right.
Are you going up into the sky above Dragon's End, or are you going to where was originally guiding you to?
Where she was originally guiding.
Okay. You land in another courtyard on the other side of the below. Just another house. They all look very similar. What's happened is they will have multiple slabs of wood, slap mortar against it, and make the wall once it hardens, and then just make like these box-like houses. They do a similar thing at the volcano. She kind of steps up. You can see one E1T dude, and again, as you approach, you realize it's actually female. She's kind of sitting there smoking. Well, ain't this a surprise? Crap, I didn't write down the name I just said. What did I say?
Lady Weave?
Sister
Weave.
Thank you.
Sister
I wrote
Weave.
down sister and then got distracted. Sister Weave. I did manage to get that food. But our patron, our hero of Dragon's End, did manage to catch me. Well, that was lazy. Head on in. And she kind of scurries in and goes, so, I was wondering when we would be having this conversation. I'm Sister Weave. It's very nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Cards on the table. Oh, go ahead.
I understand that there are more UNT down here than there's food to go around.
Yes, someone made that call. I believe it was the prince, or maybe one of his own. I'm not 100% sure why he made such a judgment call. Maybe it was to bolster the numbers. I don't think they foresaw the problem with food shortages. That said, many of us can move about these tunnels with 0 problems. Which is where I come in. To put it shortly, I'm a smuggler. I'm from House Rot. And there are various things that I have been bringing to the E1T natives here. Culture. Their own culture. Not enforced upon them. And in return, they bring me things. And I send those things back to House Rot.
What kinds of things?
Oh, you know, furs, bits and bobbles, maybe the occasional blue metal.
Dead dwarves, nice.
I heard that rumor. Is it true?
100%. It's also highly volatile, so...
Oh, we know. Anyway, I wouldn't say my actions have been entirely legal, but it's a bit of a gray area. We're certainly not paying any taxes to the people upstairs. But... are you going to stop me?
Where is the prince now?
Blacken me if I know.
He made the journey here not long ago.
I'm not one of his.
Would he have like a... this is me asking you, not... would he have had like a suite or an area that he would have come like and stayed at when he was.
Yeah,
in
he's
the
got.
belows?
He's actually got a place up in the town hall. Sorry, town hall. He's got a place upstairs. Bit of a mansion.
Okay. So he doesn't stay down here.
He spends almost all of his time down here, but he does have a nice spot because he's a member of the council.
Okay. Then, judging, like I would know where he would frequent in the belows. Then.
Yeah, there's one or two taverns that he'll conduct his business out of. People come to him for problems. It's very much like a small village kind of a society type, where the leader of the village kind of just goes around putting out fires, and he's incredibly invested in his own militia. And so a lot of his time is either spent in a tavern somewhere, settling quarrels, the Yuan way, residing over duels, or martial training out in the lava tunnels.
And where did she come from?
She is from House Rot. That is the southwestern country to the north. So she's not in Denver.
And is that where all UNT like originally came from, or how did these ones get here? Because I thought they were native. Okay. Can I make an insight check on what she's saying?
Sure.
It's going to with guidance.
What's up? 14?
14.
Give me just a second. She seems legitimate. It's safe to say that you don't see any ticks that would say otherwise, that she's lying of any kind. She is guarded. She knows who you are. But she genuinely seems like she's telling the truth. And with that 14, you also know that she has a held action ready.
So he said it's House Rot or Rut?
Rot.
Do you guys remember Ravix? Who Ravix was?
Ravix. I don't remember.
Oh,
5
gosh.
minutes ago.
That's something from season 1. So there's House Toil, House Rot, and House Thorn. Those are the residing noble families over 3 countries and the Elven country, which is a series of tree name houses. House Rot is mostly consisting of Goliaths. They have a very, I don't want to say Russian, but very militant, very communistic approach to their government. A long time ago, they where House Toil had lived where they currently live. They invaded. They showed up from overseas, invaded, and House Toil had to move and find refuge under a different house. House Toil then slit the throats of that house and took over that country. House Rot then tried to invade the elves. And if they had pushed House Toil across to the west, they probably would have been successful. But instead, they pushed north, and just got stomped by the elves. They couldn't predict where their moving tree cities would be, and so they were just constantly picked apart. Eventually, they built a big-ass wall and chose to never go into those northern forests again. But of course, all types live there. It's just a communistic country. And there hasn't been any war for a long time. A couple of generations.
And have we had any issues with House Rut? House Rot?
House Rot, nope. The ambassador, while very strict and severe, has been accommodating and diplomatic.
And that was Lannister?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe he was a half-orc.
Possibly. I just have Lannister, Ambassador, Ravix, House Rot, 20 minutes. So.
That was probably when you went to go save the ambassadors on Drogar's ship.
ask. We just got here today. Is there anything you can tell me about these disappearances?
Oh, he does care about his people. Look at that. That's good to see. That heartens me. She says with genuineness. I realize that came out super backhanded,
Yeah,
but I
was
hadn't
like,
intended
oh.
to.
Very.
It's been all races. It's been above and below. Never finding any remains. I keep my ear pretty close to the ground, as she is a member of the underbelly. She's working in the black market, as it were. And so what she's saying in so many words without saying it, and she's not incriminating herself, but she's saying that the black market, the criminal underbelly of Dragon's End, does not know about any of the disappearances.
Crap, there was something else I wanted to ask. Is the increased presence of everyone else, has that happened recently because of the attacks, or have there always been so many humans, dwarves, elves down in your area?
We are one town, and so I would say there have been an increase in soldiers all over this town because of the martial law. And as much as some of the E1T locals around here have been saying that there's a prejudice, there really isn't. Maybe with the captain of the guard. He won't take any E1T into his barracks, but there really isn't much prejudice against us down here. They're living good lives, they just don't know any better.
That's good to hear.
She takes a long drag on her smoke.
Well, how about we make a deal? The faster we get rid of this martial law and figure out what's going on, the faster we can get this food shortage put behind us. So if you hear anything or find anything out down here, I'll come by and get information from you.
I'll reach out, but what's in it for me? I take this food and sell it.
Oh, so you want this to continue?
No. Bad business all around. The people who are doing it, the locals, they have a vested moral interest. I'm simply equipping them with the means for a cost.
Yes, well, I have the people to look out for, and if they're not getting food, then that's a problem.
Maybe we can work something out. I'll put out a general inquiry, as it were, if I could be so incentivized.
You could possibly keep your operation here.
A threat? You sure?
Incentive. If you require one. Since you obviously don't care about the UNT and only care about lining your pockets.
She just kind of keeps smiling. I'm a smuggler, dear. I smuggle.
Well, if you have to smuggle yourself out of here, then maybe that's for the best.
I might do that. She finishes her light. Anything else?
I'm just gonna memorize the area, and I can see her face. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Do I get any like magical vibes from this person?
Make a perception check or an arcana check.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Okay. Seems like she's got some magic items on her. But she's probably a high-level rogue. She might have a level or two in something else, you're not sure. But there's definitely some magic items on her. And she is holding an action.
Right. I'm also holding an action.
Oh, okay.
for when she triggers her action to respond. I also never dismounted, so I'm still on my Pegasus.
Okay.
So we landed, and I've been like talking down at her, kind of, because I don't trust her, so I can make a quick getaway if I have to anyway.
Sure.
Well, I guess we have nothing further to discuss.
She kind of nods.
If you're gonna have your people smuggled, tell them to be more careful.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Because when the guards come traipsing through here, it's gonna cause trouble for everyone, not just whoever they catch.
She turns and walks inside.
I'll go back to the cave.
All right. Clippity cloppity. Pegasus shows up in the cave. Fizbin, your tattoo first layer is finished.
Whew.
Your tail or your arm is incredibly sore.
Cure wounds.
Can't hear you, Taylor. Yeah. The scales all kind of grow back out.
Well, I don't have regeneration, but I do cure wounds.
Okay, well, the skin is no longer bleeding profusely.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm asleep. My character's not saying anything.
Brady would have gone after Thranduin. Not seeing where he landed, of course, because she's not in the sky, but she would have gone to at least walk around town and just kind of be like, where the heck did he go? It was my turn.
You're walking around a bit, and you see the Pegasus flying back towards the cave. What's your passive perception, Arthalos Thranduin?
14.
You see her.
Oh, all right. I'll go down.
You scoop her up.
What the heck? No.
I just met some shady people.
What do you mean by that?
Taylor.
He recounts the entire thing with Sister Weave and all of that.
Weird.
Yeah, it didn't go as smoothly as it could have gone.
I mean, you could have paid her, but I get why you didn't.
Yeah.
If she said that one of Phalel's men were the ones who brought the extra people, do you think it could have been Bristle?
It might have been. I had that thought. We need to talk to below. I just don't see why he would hide that kind of information.
Yeah, I don't think so, especially after everything that just happened. I think as we're all heading back here, he might say, oh, by the way, I did send some extra people.
If anything, that's going to make the council think that they're like hiding the numbers for an attack or something.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think we need to find
Which I guess if the health breath is infiltrated too far, that could be what they're doing, which is disconcerting.
We know that they got to Somber. Not gonna lie, I'm also a little bit suspicious of his son. Because his son wasn't very concerned by the fact that his dad was suddenly just not answering things. He was just kind of like, yeah, you did do that. This is true.
Like it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
He's an awkward individual. That was also him just being awkward.
An awkward individual who works for the Held Barath.
Eva!
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh.
We should pay Falal a visit.
Oh, yes, we need to find him.
The two of you enter the cave.
Yes.
Your arm looks weird without...
You feel the cool ocean breeze in your arm, and you're like, eh.
All right, I'll just get the armor back on, and it'll be just fine.
Are you okay? That looked like it hurt.
Yes, of course, I'm fine. Don't worry about me, but thank you for your concern.
I can, like... she pulls out some, like, paper and starts, like, she's folding a piece. Like, I can fold, like, scales for you, and we can just, like... Nobody will know. We'll just color them.
Don't insult me.
It would be great. Aren't you cold?
I'll be fine.
All right.
You gotta let me try at least one.
I need to go to sleep. Oh, and take this one with you. He's served. He's been here long enough, and he kind of pulls over this thug of the Church of the Path. And he just, please get me out of here.
Did he
Yes.
hear? Did he hear the conversations of the Stormfather? Has he converted?
You don't know. You don't know what he's heard.
What did we learn here today?
Not
that we don't break into people's caves and steal things that don't belong to us.
Castles.
Or houses.
Right? Say it back.
He did.
Okay. I'm gonna have him do it again once more just to make sure it's in there.
We don't break into people's castles and houses or houses.
And
what was the rest?
I think you might have to. I think you have to keep him a few more days. He's
No,
not
no,
really
please.
Learned.
He goes,
no.
Nope.
Come
know
on.
when you've won, Frienduin.
I'm just kidding. Come on.
Hydrate. No.
he kind of comes out, kind of gripping his insignia of the path.
You know what's so much better than the path? The Stormfather, and the voice like trails off.
They're
into
walking.
the cave. Just like arm around his shoulders, like, come on, let me tell you about the Stormfather.
You're in a real mood
Oh
now.
no, it's gone to his head. No.
Pulls out a pamphlet.
I created a monster. Yeah.
He's like, I converted a giant. I can convert anyone. Come here, crack.
All right.
Does anyone know what Terra is?
Terra.
Oh, she's asleep on the
Yeah,
beach.
You look over, and the hill giant, who's not very intelligent at all, is just like,
Cute little fun.
just
Kind of
pet-
kneel by her and gently nudge her. Tara, come on. Time to wake up.
Okay, where are we going now?
That's a good question. Where are we going?
Well, it's like
Okay.
it's like 2 a.m.
I mean, I have a place here, I imagine.
Is Danky with us?
No,
No,
He
okay.
disappeared at some point.
Okay.
he went to go
That's
find
what I
Otto.
Okay.
We'll just stay at my mansion because I obviously have one, being a hero of dragons.
You've got a free room at the inn.
No, you said we had houses.
Oh,
You did
I
say we
did
had
say you had
houses.
houses. I'm not gonna give you a
Up-
mansion. That's something that
Upgraded
if
to
you want
mansion
that,
at this
maybe,
point.
maybe work for it. But
Kill another dragon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know where one is, so we'll just
We do.
get it to fly around so they think it's a threat. And then,
You can
Alright,
just
we're
make
gonna
one
make you
look
a
like it flies
transform.
around.
I
Okay.
can just major illusion killing a dragon. They'll think I'm amazing.
Wait, Dorky or Birdie could just polymorph me, and then we can act it all out.
Hi, fiend.
A performance. Now this is up my alley.
This sounds fun. I'm glad you guys woke me up for this.
gets him down
That's
to
not
like
what
the
we're
held
doing now,
action
Tara.
mechanic. Gets it down to 1 hit point. All the cannons go off.
My force damage tattoo repels them all.
So, slumber party at Thranduin's place is what I'm hearing.
I'm gonna go to my boat and sleep there
Got a really nice bed.
in my bed.
That checks out.
Do you have a garden?
Are you talking to Thranduin?
There are no gardens on a boat.
Not you.
It's not a full-fledged garden, but there's some flowers around.
Okay.
The party makes their way to their various places of residence, or Thranduin's place of residence, and get some
Thranduin's.
well-earned sleep. Nothing really happens in the night, and everybody gets a long rest.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Spell slots.
Spell slot.
Morning comes.
I'm gonna want to go see if I can track down Phalel like first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Do we have a relative idea of where Kjol is?
Yeah, I know where his residence.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You get to Phalel's mansion.
Brittany would have gone. Did you wake
Yeah,
them up?
I
or-
didn't like,
Okay.
freak out or anything.
Fizbin, are you with him?
Yeah. I'm assuming we're all.
The
this is
party,
our thing.
gets back together.
Mhm.
We got the band back together.
Have our breakfast first. Then we go.
Free food at the end. Free food at Dunkin'
Right.
Dragons.
Right.
Get it to go.
I got a
Coffee.
subscription card I haven't been able to use for my free coffee in weeks.
Punches a hole in the little piece of paper.
Just the second one. Still 6 cups away.
Okay. You get to his mansion. It's.
He has a mansion.
He is a member of the council.
Excuse me.
And a prince. And a prince.
Sorry, my dog's diaper fell off.
Nobles.
You're on the cobblestone drive, couple of mansions. You know, it's back to one of the caves. You go up and knock on the door, and an E1T servant in like a nice cobalt robe kind of answers the door and goes, "Yes, hello."
Oh, is
Brandon.
Fallen? How are you?
Well, how are you?
I feel like I should know this person by name since
You don't.
Fallen and I are tight. Wow.
Okay, make a history check.
Hail, hydrate. Blessed be the strong father upon your home.
I don't think. 19.
Okay. Time to come up with a whole new name.
We'll just say I remembered it and I said it in the greeting.
Thank
so
you.
we're-
Sorry.
I don't actually have to
Sorry.
know it. We're just like, yeah, I know his name and yeah.
He goes. He seems to perk up that you know his name. And he goes, "What can I do for you?"
I was hoping to talk to Phalel.
He's not at home. He is having breakfast with council member Nutmeg.
Oh, good. Where is that happening?
Points like five mansions down.
And how long ago did he leave for that?
Maybe an hour or so.
Uh-huh. Cool.
We told him specifically.
Cool. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Please let me know if he returns and acts strangely at all.
Strangely.
Yeah.
Roll a persuasion to enlist this individual's services against that of his prince. His name is Pezkit.
That's good.
Sure.
Thank you, George. The name generating George.
I got you.
Oof. That's gonna be an 11.
He kind of gives you the, yeah, totally.
His life could depend on it. Okay, we're gonna go.
All right, you guys, he kind of does a bow and closes the door. It is at this time the party notices that it's pretty quiet. Oh yeah, it's under, never mind. It's under martial law. I know my world and story arcs.
It better be quiet. Someone's gonna get in trouble. You see this badge?
How dare they talk?
Get inside. Oh crap.
Oh,
Are we?
It's fine. It's fine. What?
Are we running out of options on trying to locate this?
No.
No, he's right down there. His house is right there.
Yeah, we're going. We're going there.
Why didn't we go there first?
Because we didn't know he was having breakfast with Nutmeg. We don't know his schedule.
And we told him that certain someone isn't good or trustworthy, so we didn't think he'd go to the person we said is not good or trustworthy.
they messed with his sister.
Whispering this. Very
People can be so
discreet.
stupid sometimes.
Shouldn't have gone alone. Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
D.
What does the place? How is it like guarded and how does it look?
I can send you a picture. It is a 4-story house. Give me just a second. I just need to crop this real quick. Crap, I don't have a normal mouse. This makes me angry. I ran out of USB inputs. Save a copy. Posting it in the Discord.
What's that?
That is the social hub of all of the amazing people that hang out in Longshot. Not me realizing I actually didn't have the Discord open. Scoop. Jumping over to Longshot in the Terraform chat room. I'll be posting the picture. Campaign info. Terraform. Let's go. Welcome back, Permafrost.
I'm sorry, baby girl. But not.
What's
My
up?
puppy's not feeling good. My puppy's not feeling
Oh
good.
no, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it's okay.
Okay.
Cute.
Yeah, it's got a certain hominess to it. You do
Yeah.
see a halfling guard on that like 3rd-story little balcony. He's got a crossbow, but it's not like aimed or anything. It's just slung over his shoulder, and he kind of nods,
Yeah, Brittany's gonna like give a wave, like, oh, hello again.
tips hat. It's not Nutmeg. It's just a halfling guard.
Well, it's not Nutmeg right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, at the moment.
One day
It
guard,
could be
next day
the
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Are there any open windows or anything?
Not that you see. Make a perception check, party.
Come on, lucky dice.
Do I have to?
No.
I got a nat 1.
Oh no!
Yeah, I got a 10.
10.
15.
15. Okay. On the first floor, through the 2 windows that you can see, you can see people moving about inside. 15 over there sees that there's various servants just going about their day. You see one cleaning, another one's kind of picking up, moving the sheets off of a bedroom, stuff like that. Polishing a statue.
What
They
did
don't seem to
24?
be
Yeah, what did 24 see?
I didn't hear the 24. Holy crap.
I just put it in the chat because you started talking. I don't want to interrupt.
Appreciate that.
You're the
Glancing
best
through
of
the
us.
windows, through the lefternmost window, you can see a small dining room table, and kind of a dog, kind of shaggy looking dog sitting under the table, kind of just chilling, doing a snooze in the sunlight. And through the lefternmost table window, you can see kind of the hearth and 2 big overstuffed lounge chairs and a small desk in between, where you see 2 half-filled glasses, the ice still in the glasses. They're made of crystal. No one's in the chairs, though.
Well, he's not here.
Well, it doesn't hurt to check in.
I really think that guard is Nutmeg. My nat 1 is just staring at the halfling.
Nutmeg. The guard's kind of staring back and goes, is there something I can do for you?
Yes, we're here to see Nutmeg, calls up to him.
Nice.
He told me to come visit when we got back.
Give the door a knock.
Knocks.
Tits hat. You knock. Fizbin watches one of the servants kind of wiping off the table, go kind of perk up and kind of walk over to the door. 2 seconds.
It's approximately how long he waits before he kicks the door open.
Can't get to
The door opens. Hello there. It's nice to meet you.
It's new? It's a new servant from my previous visits?
It is.
Oh,
This seems to be
hello.
kind of maid lady.
Okay.
Halfling.
Why, hello there. We are here to see Nutmeg.
I'm afraid he's quite busy at the moment, but you're welcome to come in and sit. He should be done with the current meeting at some point soon. She kind of wrings her hands a little.
Yes,
She
would
doesn't
you
like
please...
telling people that are above her station no, and so she seems kind of nervous.
Oh, thank you. Would you possibly at least let him know that we're
They've
here?
started without us?
Roll persuasion. Or deception, sorry, roll deception.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Does he have advantage? Because we're all with him?
No.
Not unless you say
Okay.
something.
I kind of feel like he just kind of did this, and we were all like, "Huh?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it was very much
brilliant.
like
There wasn't
It's
even a roll
brilliant.
with it.
As much as I would love to roll advantage with you, bud, you're a... yeah.
Come on.
Where is the oh, it's at the top. Okay. That's a 15.
15. She goes, oh, I'm quite sorry. I wasn't informed. Come in.
Oh
come
no,
in,
we're
come
just
in, come in.
just point us the way and we'll go up.
She seems in distress now. She goes, have a seat. Have a seat. I'll be right back. And she kind of scurries away all in a
I just
all in a
I just
huff.
grab her arm, is like, don't worry about it. Just which way? Just tell us.
Just let us,
Right
yeah,
up
we'll
here?
just head on
To
in.
announce you.
Oh, please, all those formalities, it
Don't bother.
makes
Not
us a little nervous.
Excuse me.
Shut up, Fizbin.
Please be seated. I'll come right back to get you. She turns and starts scurrying away.
Can I start sniffing random things?
Yeah.
I just want to see if there's like people that like have a smell, you know, that they're not from the Endeavor type of thing,
Got you.
or any sort of that weird giant smell type of stuff.
So you're in a big grand hallway. In a grand you've already gone through 2 double doors, and you're currently in probably the center of the first floor. There is a large ornate spiral staircase. You know what? I'm gonna send the thing. Hang on just a second.
Send the thing.
I'm gonna send the thing. Give me 2 seconds. In the
Cool.
personal.
One is a city.
Listen.
May I specify real quick, since Fizbin just had his arm like yesterday tattooed on, he's decided to like wrap it up and kind of like have it against, like, it's easy access for him to just, I mean, he's strength of 23, he can just rip it off if he wants to, but like it looks like it's just like he's damaged,
like
basically.
He's got like a cast kind of broken.
Yeah,
off,
he's
like
got
a
like
sling.
a cast.
He's got like a sling.
Yeah, it's like a sling kind of situation.
Nice.
Almost deceptively, but
yeah.
he wants to make sure
Absolutely.
it's like that.
Basically, toilet paper. You can just be good to go with a free movement.
I
Yeah,
told
absolutely.
you I could have given you a really cool arm.
So, you can see the various doors. There are 4 to the north and 2 to the south. They are mostly open. The one in the center of the north is not. But you can see into a living room to the north, as well as a small short hallway that seems to lead into a kitchen. And you can see the dining room that you were peering into behind you guys off to the left, to the right. On the Discord, Taylor, I sent the map.
The personal one.
Yes, the personal group chat. Sorry.
While we wait, can Brady also be looking for, I want to be looking for symbols, like what were in the bag.
Make a perception check.
The spying symbols, basically.
Can
So-
I assist with that?
Yeah.
Because I also know what the symbol looks like.
Right.
15.
15. You don't see any.
Okay.
Also, yeah, people are just bustling everywhere.
Do I sense? I know I didn't see the dog, but do I sense the dog at all, or is that
You do sense the dog. You can also smell the dog.
Wonderful. I would like to go to the dog.
So you actually, the dog comes to you guys as you're kind of milling about in the middle. You kind of
I don't trust the dogs.
it's just hair, just right, like big long shag over the eyes. And you see.
I'm gonna boop it with my staff and cast Speak with Animals.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. How's it going? How are you?
Oh, it's good. There's lots of sun and happiness.
Oh, I'm so glad. What's going on today?
You
What's been
smell
happening?
really weird.
I know. I'll just let him sniff around me.
With big shaggy tail wagging.
Virgie does not trust this dog at
No.
all.
Can I look at the dog really hard to see if there's anything off, like potentially a disguised self, a
The
polymorph?
speak with animals spell did work. So polymorph maybe, but
Are you a good boy?
yeah.
I look at Brittany. He's a good boy.
They never know. They always ask, "Is it me? Is it me? Is it me?" It's a trap.
So I can't roll for that at all. Or
Yeah, you can
it's
make an
just a
insight
dog?
check.
19.
19. Seems like a dog.
Okay.
You don't sense any kind of magic aura. You don't really see anything going on. There's a lot of fur, so you don't really see it. He does have like a nice ornate collar, and around the neck you see a little pendant in gold that says Bip.
Tara, his name is Bip.
Oh, hi, Bip.
Me? What?
Bip, who's your master?
Pop.
Pop? Who's Pop? What does he look like? What does he smell like? Is he a lot of different people? Does he smell different all the time?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah, he smells different. Could you... I don't know what I want to ask this dog. I just started talking. Guys, do I have questions for the dog? I kind of just started. I was trying to think of like how to speak with animal in common. I don't know if you can understand me regardless.
Ask if Snake Man is upstairs talking now.
Oh yeah, did a big snake guy come here, and is he upstairs?
Yeah. He's
Yeah.
not upstairs.
He's not upstairs. Where is he?
Oh, his smell is gone.
His smell disappeared. Serious tone, just.
He starts.
Oh, good boy. Good boy.
Uh,
Good boy. Doesn't know what's going on.
Follow the trail. Follow the trail.
Yeah, let's see if we can find that smell again, Bip.
Find the snake man.
Find it.
He gets back. He goes up to the glass that was assumedly given to the prince. He goes. Starts sniffing around.
You can't find him? Oh.
Can I inspect what they gave him to drink?
Yes, you may.
Yeah.
Make
Drugs.
a medicine check.
Guidance. What is medicine? Is wisdom, right?
I am not sure.
I
might
have
be
a +7.
intelligence.
I have a +7 to medicine if you need me to check it out.
Yeah, I'll.
I have a plus.
Hey, Tara, come look at this.
I know a lot
Come
about
on.
my medicines and things.
Look at this. I'll help you in whatever way I can.
Yay! Awesome. That's gonna be 7.
And guidance.
Oh. So it'll be 21 plus 4. 25.
This was clearly drugged.
This isn't good, guys. This is he was drugged. This is a weird question. I'm immune to poisons.
Okay.
Would I be able to taste it and tell what drug they use, or should we just go off the fact that we know that he's drugged, but we don't know with what?
You can do what you like.
Do you guys think I should try it and see if I can figure out what drug it is? I'm immune to poison.
Let's not risk it right now.
Okay, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
vial some of whatever it is.
Yes.
You
I was
pocket
gonna
it
say,
away.
because I don't
You-
know if a drug is a poison per se.
You
Right.
That's
pocket
true.
it away.
That's true.
You pocket it away. And the party kind of looks about. You stand
This
in a
is
strange mansion. Your prince has been drugged and is no longer able to be found by the dog's keen senses. And you need to find him. And that's where we're going to pick up next episode.
Harry!
Guys, thank you for coming in. I'm very excited for next week's dungeon crawl.
Next week.
Next week.
Next
Next
week. I'm Sir Feffers. Thank you for joining us. This has been Terraform. We also have Kjol on Thursday night.